Giant shout out to Aoki for translating these skills already. I believe she's still working on the patch notes herself. So we're actually gonna go over the unit skills, and then once she releases the patch notes, maybe I'll release another video or I'll link it in my tabs or something. But again, huge shout out to Aoki or Grandcraft Database. Make sure you guys go say thank you to her or follow her and check this out. If you guys want to look at the collab units yourselves, we're gonna be looking at their ultimate attacks and what they do in this video really quick, just because they actually seem stupid broken, especially on a team altogether. I think this is the first collab units that actually seem to just have a team built around each other, and it's actually insane to me. But anyways, we're going to start here with Amelia. They're all unknown. Okay, just before anyone asks, they're all unknown, and she is a spirit user as her unique ability or her passive. When the hero receives attacks from the same enemy 2 or more times during an enemy's turn, cleanse all debuffs from allies and freezes the enemies for 2 turns, or freezes the enemy for 2 turns, which is actually insane. So if you get attacked by the one twice, the one is not only going to get frozen, you're also going to cleanse all the debuffs off of your team, which is really good against Demon Meliodas team. So if you get attacked twice by, let's say, Demon Meli doing his AoE, 1, he's gonna get frozen. 2, all of those debuffs that you've been attacking for are gone now. It's actually insane. Then we have her Puck Please inflicts damage with 360% of an attack on one enemy and freezes for 2 turns. When the freeze is removed by using skills, ultimate moves, or after turns have passed, inflict damage equal to 40% of the remaining HP. This is actually dumb. No matter what, your unit is taking damage because of this, and that is insane. This is actually an insanely good card, especially if you're doing 40% damage of the remaining HP. That is some insane damage that she's actually outputting here. Then Alhuma inflicts damage equal to 180% on all enemies, and then depletes ultimate orb gauge by 2, and at the end of the enemy's turn for 2 turns. So it's like go through here. So she removes orb gauge, she freezes, she does more damage after freeze, she can remove and cleanse debuffs, and she can freeze if she gets attacked twice. She's actually an insane unit with just these skills alone. And then bond with the Great Spirit, which goes up to 6. So if you 6-6 her, she's gonna be an absolute insane unit. So inflicts secret technique damage equal to 300% of an attack on all enemies and deals damage with attribute advantage regardless of attribute. So she always ults and it's always a type advantage. And then she has secret technique, which is like Meliodas, where every hero card in her hand does an extra 20% damage. Dude, Emilia is actually broken. I've not been keeping up with ReZero, but I don't know what happened for her to just unleash power like this. This is actually insane. Yeah, going down to Rem, don't attack me. I know she's most of your guys' waifus. Again, unknown, survivor of the Oni clan. When the hero uses skills or move skills to rank up skills and gain ultimate gauge, gauge orb increases attack related stats by 5% for 3 turns up to 5 times. So for 3 turns, this can go up to 25%. If there are 5 or more ult move gauge orbs, recover 30% of max HP. So if you move a card, you rank up a card, you anything with a card almost basically here. If you rank up a card, you move the card, or you just gain ultimate gauge, and you get an ultimate gauge, but you're already maxed out, you just gain 30% of your HP, which is dumb. She can self-heal like that, no problem, which is cool to me. So if you have your ultimate gauge, she's almost dead, you move 1 card, she gains 30% of her HP. I'm gonna assume if you do it again, she'll get another 30%, and then you can use your ultimate, which is dumb because you just recovered 60% of her HP, of her max HP. And then on top of that, she has Amplify, which does 450% of attack on one enemy with her first move, and her second move inflicts damage equal to 325% of all enemies, and then decreases ultimate move gauge by 50%, or sorry, just ultimate moves in general by 50%, and then not only that, she restricts it for 2 turns. So you can't use the ultimate gauge for 2 turns, and then she decreases the attack by the ultimate gauge by 50% for 2 turns. Which is dumb. Like, actually dumb. Oh my god, these units are actually stupid. And then her ultimate inflicts shatter damage equal to 420% of an attack on all enemies. So her ultimate is AoE. AoE ultimate. Then we have Amplify. Dude, Rem is actually dumb as well. Like, these units are insane. Then we have Ram down here, which is actually the free unit. The free unit for Ram, her passive, increases unknown allies' basic attack by 20%. That is a giant boost to unknown race, which is amazing for me because if you guys all know, Merlin is unknown, Gother is unknown. You have her in the back. I'm going to assume this works. That's an extra 20%, which is fantastic. And then she has Furo, which cancels stances on one enemy and then stuns for 2 turns, does 250% damage. And you should eat it. Inflicts rupture damage of 250% on all enemies. And then inflicts damage equal to 30% of an attack on all enemies. Decreases attack related stats by 30% for 3 turns. She's not as insane as these past 2 units, but she's still a really good support because she is the free one. So I'm going to assume that's why she's not insane like everyone else. And then lastly, here we have Beatrice, I believe. Beatrice, if I'm saying it just like that, but I think it's Beatrice. I don't remember her name or how to say it. I'm sorry. But increases the hero's HP related stats by 5% for each unknown ally in battle. Again, unknowns are getting a good amount of support with these units coming out. Recovers HP of unknown allies by 60% of the amount of the hero's recovery when using skills. Applies when entering battle. So hers only works in battle. Okay. She recovers HP of unknown allies by 60% of the amount of the heroes recovers when using skills. So I believe that is like Red New Year's Liz, where every time she attacks, she increases the lowest unit's HP, but that's a skill. This is a passive for her. Not only that, it's 60% of the damage. So if you're making her do some stupid amount of damage, she's going to be healing a stupid amount to all of these units that are already broken themselves, and or Merlin and Gother and Camilla, which is actually insane. And then her first move inflicts damage equal to 40% of an attack on one enemy, and then life steals 100% of the damage. So she's just not dying. She's just getting a bunch of HP back over and over again. On top of that, you're healing your allies by 60%. Cool. And then the second one inflicts despair damage equal to 325% of an attack on all enemies, and despair recovers 30% of diminished HP upon a successful critical damage or strike. On top of that, 60% to all allies, which I'm going to assume this also means and includes herself. So that is 90%, 160%. If this is applying to herself and she's not, she's greedy and not greedy at the same time, she's just not dying. You have to kill her immediately. And then her ultimate inflicts damage equal to 30% of attack on one enemy and life steals 30% of the damage. So she's just stealing. She's a vampire, bro. I don't know if she is in ReZero or not. Again, I haven't kept up with the anime whatsoever, but she's insane. She's just not dying. Not dying. No one is dying with her on the field. It's actually insane that these units are going to be so good that I didn't care for ReZero, but these units are so good, I'm actually going to summon for them now. These units are actually super good, and with Ram being free, I only have to pull 3 of them. Hopefully, I don't, have to spend a stupid amount of money, but, like, they're insane. Let's go over their ultimates. This first one is Emilia. Let's see what she looks like here. Okay, so it's Puck and Emilia. That's actually pretty cool. Can you pause? Thank you. It's Puck and Emilia. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. That looked interesting. It had more of a unique ultimate. Again, haven't kept up with the anime. I don't know if she's done this in the anime or not, but that was pretty cool looking. Then we have Rem here. Okay, so she goes into her demon berserk form and she just starts popping off, which is also really cool. Hers a little bit less underwhelming, but I can't expect too much. Like, I feel like they put everything to Emilia here because she's the broken one. She's the one that you have to 6-6 in order for her to be doing that damage, But that was cool. Good to see. And then we have Rem. Did I mess up their names? Oh, Rem. Okay, so there they showed her like ending it. She's blowing everyone away. But probably the one they worked on the least amount, seeing as these guys are the real collab units. Then we have Beatrice here. Alright, so and then there's her, which is just a little, she's activating an orb basically. But these units are actually insane looking. So again, shout out to Aoki for doing this. Her patch notes, whenever she releases the actual patches, I'll probably release another video to let you guys know what's going on in the collab. But this is just actually insane. These units are actually insane and 100% worth summoning for now. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. If you guys learned something new, hit the like button. If you guys are new to the channel, want to keep up with me and Grand Cross, subscribe. But other than that, guys, hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye-bye!
Perfect Cube! 私の実験に貢献したくないか？暴食の罪、ボアシン・マーリンだ。よろしく頼む。ロケーション、研究の標本がまた増えたな。素晴らしい。最初からお前らに勝ち目などなかった。